I've seen over 240 of them.
Time now for Sports Nightly Flix Pix.
And action!
Okay, let's see what everybody's been putting their eyes on the last 7 days. Ben, lead us off.
Yeah, I've been cranking out some old ESPN 30 for 30s. I watched the two Escobars the other night about Pablo Escobar and his name escapes me, but the other Escobar, the soccer player who ended up being killed in Colombia. To me, it's still one of the best. It's one of the first 30 for 30s, maybe the actual first 30 for 30 they ever did. It was really long. It was 2 hours long, but it's such a good one, and hadn't watched it in a long time. So I watched that one and watched the Fab Five after that. So I've been cranking some old 30 for 30s and looking for a new series. We're kind of digging through some old Netflix and might jump back into a repeat, but. We put a bow on Waco. We finished Waco, and my wife hadn't seen The Society yet, so we finished up The Society. So looking currently on the prowl for a new series.
Okay. Austin?
So I'm still going through Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and that got me turned on to Palm Springs. It's the newest Andy Samberg movie. It's on Hulu right now. I'll explain a little bit more, but here's a trailer.
It's going to be a beautiful wedding. Good day so far? Today, tomorrow, it's all the same.
You! What is going on? Hey, get out of the water!
Guess you followed me. It's one of those infinite time loop situations you might have heard about.
That I might have heard about.
Yeah. The second you fall asleep, it all just goes back to the start.
I drove all the way back home to Austin, and I still woke up here.
So basically, Andy Samberg is the best man at a wedding, and his girlfriend's cheating on him, so he and the maid of honor become good friends, except it's kind of like Groundhog Day. So as soon as they go to sleep, the day resets. The premise is that they try to get out of it. They really can't. J.K. Simmons is involved with a bow and arrow somehow. But it just strikes me as Andy Samberg's take on Groundhog Day. The trailer looks pretty funny, so I think I'm going to give that a watch here soon.
Heck yeah, anything with him in it's probably pretty good. Very good. All right, Josh, welcome to the program.
Hey, thanks. All right, well, I mentioned a few weeks ago, I think it was, that I'd started watching the show Lost, which is one that I've made my way through before, but it's really started to get good. I messaged Ben last night about it. He's also seen it, and we were kind of reminiscing about a few of the characters on that show, so that was fun. But another show that I'm watching for the first time, this kind of harkens back to one of our Top 10 Tuesday topics. Supermarket Sweep has made its way onto Netflix, and so I checked out a couple episodes, and I don't know if I'm going to really get into it, but I'll say it was entertaining to see I think it was probably in like 93 was the episodes that I was watching from around that season. So, early 90s hairstyles and clothes and personalities, and it was a relatively entertaining show. I don't think it's one of the best game shows of all time, but I can kind of see the appeal.
How about the products they have to go get? It's so funny, the products and how different the products were that people chose to buy in 1993 compared to now.
Exactly.
Oh, you're going to get hooked on that. I can already feel that. All right, this is the fifth and final season for The Blind Spot. And so there's just a couple of episodes left. I've been locked into this the whole time going through it, and here's a little trailer of what the last season's going to look like and sound like.
I would like to speak directly to these rogue agents.
Turn yourselves in, end the carnage before anyone else gets hurt.
We're being framed. We could lose the whole thing. We've been compromised for a really long time.
Well, there's no coming back from this.
If it goes well, we'll get you to the safe house.
I say we cut and run. We can't stop now.
We're hunting Madeline. She's hunting us.
Actions have consequences. These are yours.
Pretty good show. It's been on the air for, as I said, 5 seasons. This is the wrap-up. And they started it during the summer. NBC did to run it. It's got a few weeks left, so I've been keeping up on that. And I got to tell you, Yellowstone's getting good, boys. The Kevin Costner rancher story it's getting pretty good. I haven't seen this past episode yet, but it's this is season 3 for Yellowstone, and it is not disappointed at this point in time. So good stuff there.
Still trying to figure out a way to watch it. I think I have it figured out. I just have to set aside the time now to go make that happen.
Yeah, and it's not one of those shows you can pick up midstream. You really need the backstory on a lot of this stuff as you go through it. So, yeah, it's pretty good. I know Bill Moose is a big fan. Bill Moose watches this thing. We talk about it all the time when we see him. So there's this week's Flix Pix. Anything planned for the weekend, Ben? You got big plans coming up?
We are gonna.
You getting sticks out again?
We're gonna try and do some type of diaper party, socially distance wise. We might pull out the old wiffle ball bat and ball set in the backyard, but obviously with what we're dealing with now, it's making that more and more difficult to get a large group of people together. But there are a few brave souls out there that still want to participate and hang out and celebrate baby Kennedy by testing out some cold beverages. So we might dabble in that this weekend.
How's the sleep been?
Hit and miss. Last few nights have not been ideal. We kind of thought we were out of the woods like maybe 4 or 5 days ago, but it was one step forward, like 6 or 7 steps back. Let's hope it starts to turn a little bit.
Yeah, you're probably going to have more of that before it's all said and done. Callers and guests into our show. Dial us up on our Sports Nightly hotline, brought to you by the Woodhouse Auto Family, bringing you more choices in brands, locations, and service. Experience the difference. Purchase with confidence. This is Woodhouse.